Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. Yeah, man. I was just watching the one LBZ, and I was, doing my own theories on this whole Michael Jordan thing, and Stephen A. Smith once again being a Michael Jordan apologist. Stephen A. Smith is he at the point to where you shouldn't even get mad at him anymore and upset with him anymore because we already know the dude is a coon. We know he's an Uncle Tom. We know he's a sellout. You did on this radio show. He's sitting up talking about my brother, man. That's a dude. If he called me his brother, I'd look at that dude like he was crazy. Nah, we ain't your brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't your brothers. You done made that apparently clear. For him to sit up there and say, well, times is different, and Michael Jordan really was at a time and place where he didn't have to say shit, and speak that, that's complete bullshit. That is just utter rhetoric. you know. And the bad part about it is you got the young generation, I'll say the 18 to 25 range that's sitting up listening to that garbage. That is just pure garbage. It was so much shit going on in the 80s as far as political movement, you know, as far as just basically smoke screens. I think the 80s has more smoke screens than I could think of, especially with Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, one of the biggest fucking racists ever. That dude was a flat out racist. And the thing was, most people knew it. They knew it. That man sacrificed our community. That man purposely targeted our community. And so, you know what I'm saying, by letting the government infest our communities with those drugs. So, rest in piss, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Rest in piss. Not peace, piss. Because like I said, you destroyed our community. You helped destroy our community. Presidents like Richard Nixon. This shit is documented that the black community was targeted. But you don't have no niggas speaking out on that. See, you'll never hear Oprah speaking out on that. How her own community was targeted by the government. Yeah, she'll never have the guts to speak out on that. Cause she too worried, she too busy bashing black men and putting down black men and trying to destroy black men. Her 30-year war against black men. Which, by the way, I'm gonna get to Oprah in a minute. But that's what I'm saying. It's easy to call out black people, but to attack the masses, or should I say the master, nah, that's too difficult. The biggest thing that can help destroy our community and destroy black people is worried about what, and I'm just gonna say it, what white people gonna think. I don't want to upset white people. I don't want to make them mad. They might get mad, man, and see, that's what you call having a slave mentality. See, that's the thing. I don't give a fuck what white people think about me. I don't give a fuck if a white person is subbed to my channel. You don't like what I'm saying? You can get the fuck off my channel. Because like I said, I ain't making no money off YouTube. I don't need you on my channel. I'm not profiting one bit off of YouTube. So if you a white person that have a problem with what I'm saying and you don't like it, you think I'm this, you think I'm that, get the fuck off my channel. Go. Bye. Get lost. Scram. Because I told you I don't bite my tongue. Guys like Michael Jordan and Stephen A. Smith, they just cowards. They want to point the finger at everybody else. Like I say, Stephen A. Smith is a clown. How come he don't have that intensity talking about shit that's going on with us? He talking about the guy with the Dallas Cowboys, what happened to him, but then, hey, he didn't have that intensity towards Johnny Manziel. He was making excuses for him. This dude, like I said, all this malice that he has towards Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant made a fool out of him. He said Kevin Durant was going to the Lakers. Well, Kevin Durant plays in Oakland for the Golden State Warriors. And he has a vendetta against Kevin Durant. And this dude sitting up talking about he got a problem like with him going to, well, who gives a fuck what you got a problem with, nigga? He could go wherever the fuck he want to play. It's called free agency. And I don't get that. And like I said, You dummies coming on my channel talking about he went out like a punk for going to the motherfucker. You go where you have a chance to win. And then people trying to say that LeBron James situation, and for him to tell a bold-faced lie that LeBron James situation is totally different, that is a motherfucking lie to the fifth power. That is a blatant fucking lie. LeBron James went to go play with two first ballot Hall of Famers in Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Two dudes that he came out of the same draft class with. A dude that all three of them together got over 30 all-star appearances. Those dudes, if I'm not mistaken, all three of those dudes are double-digit all-stars. Isn't Chris Bosh a 10-time all-star? Dwayne Wade, an 11-time all-star? LeBron James, a 12-time all-star? Something like that. So that's a combined over 30 all-star appearances. LeBron James has scored over 20,000 points in his career. D. Wade has scored over 20,000 points in his career. Chris Bosh is at 18,000 points. Most likely when he gets back, he'll cross the 20,000 point mark. And I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that scored over 20,000 points in their career ended up going to the NBA Hall of Fame. So that's what I mean by they're all Hall of Famers. What first ballot Hall of Famer has Kevin Durant played with? We don't know if Russell Westbrook is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Stephen Curry more than likely will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Klay Thompson ain't at that level yet. He's a good player, but would I say he's a Hall of Famer or a first ballot Hall of Famer? Absolutely not. Got a long way to go. So I'm debunking that bullshit and saying, oh, well, they only have one for it. It don't matter. Dwayne Wade had a championship. He had championship experience. LeBron didn't. So don't give me that bullshit that is totally different. Don't come on my channel talking that, oh, you went to the team that you lost against. So, like I said, Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller ain't in no position to say shit because they didn't win shit. When you don't win shit, you can't say shit. And like I said, the problem with you motherfuckers, you guys don't think beyond basketball. A lot of these motherfucking NBA owners think they motherfucking think they motherfucking plantation owners and shit. And these dudes think they some of these NBA owners, well, that was proven by David Stern. He thinks some of these NBA players is his personal slaves. And they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, check out my video about Kirk Flood. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't even be no free agent. And a lot of people capitalized off free agency, benefited. Not only just black athletes, white athletes, every type of athlete, because of Kirk Flood. So I want to hear that shit about how can he go, so he can go wherever the fuck he want to go. It's his right. You know what I'm saying? You guys sound stupid when you be talking that, oh, he went out like a punk and he's a coward. Man, stay the fuck off my channel with that bullshit, man. I'm serious, man. I'm getting tired of you motherfuckers coming on my channel talking that stupid shit. Because you sound stupid as fuck when you say some shit like that. You wouldn't have had a problem if he went to the team you root for. So that's what I'm saying. But getting back to Stephen A. Smith, why don't he have that intensity towards white guys when they do shit? You know what I'm saying? Why don't he have that intensity when somebody speak out against black people? But you call yourself a so-called proud black man. And see, I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna do another video, getting into this shit about why brothers that's raised around a lot of women and don't have a prominent male figure in his life, why those dudes could be sort of dangerous, especially for other black men. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm a big fan of Dr. Boyce Watkins. I love Dr. Boyce Watkins, man. But sometimes, man, he show that tendency too on some of the shit he say. His little rant on Roland Martin, I didn't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why some people don't like Dr. Boyce Watkins, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, he showed that he was raised by women. He showed his raised by women tendencies. Because another thing, he had too many of them women talking on, doing, videos on his blog and on his channel. Some of them just don't have no business being on his YouTube channel. So I'm just saying, guys like Stephen A. Smith, them kind of dudes is dangerous. Now, I don't know what's the deal with Stephen A. Smith and his father. He hardly ever mentions his father, so I don't know. He already said that he was raised around women. Like I said, those kind of black dudes are dangerous. They're dangerous. Very dangerous. Especially towards other black men, because they contribute to it. Because when you raised by women, you have women tendencies. And I don't mean as in a homophobic, homosexual type of way. I'm saying you have the ways of being overly sensitive about situations, holding grudges and vendettas and all that type of shit. We already know to a certain degree women hold vendettas more than men do, to a certain degree, because women are supposed to be a little more sensitive than men. So you got to understand, when you constantly around women, some of those women's tendencies get, implemented in your way of thinking. And you can see it in Stephen A. Smith every day. How he talks, how he rants. So you got to watch out for those kind of dudes. That's why he gets so angry when you talk about guys like Michael Jordan, because he has some weird thing for Michael Jordan. But then I guess he's so scared that Michael Jordan go stop doing interviews with him. I guess that's why he has to kiss his ass the same way he does with LeBron James. Now, I'll say this once again. I don't have a problem with LeBron James, outside of the basketball court. I don't have a problem with him outside of the basketball court. The only problem I had with LeBron James was how he handled the situation in the NBA Finals, and how he bitched and whined and dry snitched to get a player suspended, and how he damn near begged the NBA to assist him in winning the championship. That's the only problem I have with LeBron. I say that again. You got to watch these guys, man. You got to watch these guys like Stephen A. Smith, man. He already done proved that he can't be trusted. And then he just contradicts himself on a regular basis. And like I said, why don't he have that intensity towards non-blacks or whites when they do something that he don't like? And he always talk in a calm manner, like, well, let me, get my, input on this. But then when it's a black dude, okay, I want to see that same intensity. But like I said, it's easy for you, it's easy for you to put down your own side, your own people, because that's easy. That's the easy part. You're going to be rewarded for it, because that's how society works. As long as you talk out against your color, your people, you're going to be rewarded. As long as you coon, you'll be okay. Long as you coon on camera and speak out against the establishment. And actually, we ain't established. We never had a chance to be established, because every time we tried to establish and organize, it got tore down, either via the government or via the government using other black people to tear down our establishments or building establishments. So it is what it is, y'all. Stephen A. Smith can't be taken serious. Michael Jordan, he ain't getting no pass from me, man. Like I said, too little, too late. You had over 30 years to do something, and you said fuck it. So the community and most black people with brains are saying, fuck you back. I'm out.